thing, I remember you guys because I remember when I spoke to the class on how to really promote this film. You guys were on your way, man. I think you were the first ones to contact me, and these guys are great. So again, thank you guys. Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, could you two lead actors tell us a little bit about their career or resume, because they're both new to us.
So yeah, lead actors, tell us your experiences, and you're so new.
I love when you do that. Well, I'm a London-based actress, so this was actually the first American production that I've done. Hopefully not the last. And I was doing a lot of, I was involved in kind of a TV show in the UK, some dodgy TV work and quite a lot of adverts, and I'd taken some time out to have my 2 kids, and to be honest, my career was a bit of an all-time low, so it was amazing. It was a total gift from Diane to get not only such an amazing part, because Sophie is such a wonderful character, but as an actor, the dialogue-driven film that it was brilliant, and just the writing was incredible. So it was like that. That email that I got from Diane, I will never forget that day. She said, I'm not sure if you want to do this, but I was like, immediately reply, yes. So that's where I was, and yeah, and I've got a few other things from Obselidia, so looking forward to doing a couple new projects.
Thanks. And I was in Australia, and I moved to LA a couple of years ago, but before then, when I was in Australia, I was doing a TV show for a year and a half, just like Gaynor, a lame TV show for a year and a half, and then and a few low-budget films, and since I've been in the States, I too was at a low point, and found Diane. And Chris.
Diane was our savior.
She was our savior. So, and like Gaynor, have a couple of maybes coming up. So.
Nice. Yes.
I want to address the scriptwriter. Sometimes as writers, you wax philosophical, theological, and do you really believe the things that you said when you were writing them, or did you just write them in order to put on screen some of the thoughts that you were having at the time? Do you believe that there will come a time when this earth will have nothing but rocks on it, no quote, life of any kind?
So the question is, do I believe that the world is coming to an end, I guess. You know, for me as a writer, I'm just exploring ideas, and I had read a book by James Lovelock, this scientist, who I based the character of Lewis on. I don't know if you know James Lovelock. He's a British climate scientist. He worked for NASA in the 60s and 70s, and he came up with the Gaia theory, the theory of the world being a self-regulating organism. And what Lewis says in the movie is exactly what James Lovelock believes. Now, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. I don't know how to judge those thoughts in a way. But I just wanted to explore it, you know, through fiction. I don't know. I do know that I do think the nature of life has changed. You know, that is true, and it's true that we are in the middle of a wave of extinctions. That, you know, that's undeniable. But yeah, for me, I mean, I don't. That's the terrible answer. I don't know. That's the I don't know answer. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would suspect you do believe that life is moving at too fast a clip, and we should step back and.
Yes, the gentleman said it. That perhaps I believe that life is moving a little too fast and we should slow down, and yes, I do. And I think like this film, an interesting thing about it, and it's obviously a slower paced film, and you sort of just sit and look at some things at times. And when I went to the color correctionist, he said, "Do you realize there's only 253 cuts in your movie?" And I was like, and you know, I've never made a film before, so I don't really, you know, it didn't really mean anything to me. And he goes, "Yeah, the average music video has 400. Like most movies have over 1,000." Right? And I was like, oh wow, you know, and definitely for me, I do, you know, like I like slower pace, definitely.
The score, the opening track with the typewriter sounds, how did you come about that idea?
The score is, yeah, I personally love the score, and the score was made by her husband, Gaynor's husband, Howe, and he is, yeah. He was in a band called the Sneaker Pimps, which some of you might know, and now he's a music producer. The amazing thing about the score for me is it's almost all composed upon obsolete instruments. He went to a museum in the Cotswolds in England, and he got permission to sample the mechanical instruments there, and he trapped a bee in his studio. He's so creative, it's unbelievable. And he recorded typewriters and slide machines and all these things, and he made the music from that. And another aspect of it was it's mostly based on that piece of music by Bach that you hear at the end. And I had listened to that all the time when I was writing the script. I'm like a Pavlovian dog. There's always like one or two pieces of music that I listen to over and over when I'm writing. And that was it. And I played it to Liam and I said, you know, I'm not married to it. We can do anything. And he immediately was like, no, it's perfect. He said, he's so funny, isn't he? He goes, no, it's perfect. It's like the beginning of modern Western music. It's not a melody. It's 32 chord changes. And they represent every human emotion. Who knew, right? so he based the entire score on that piece of music, other than Sophie's theme. And the moment that the two themes come together is actually the sunrise dance, which I think is why it's very powerful.